Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a long-term recovery group that continues to help Eastern Kentucky flood survivors needs some help of their own to keep providing services. And a Kentucky business holds a fundraiser in honor of a Louisville police officer still recovering from injuries after he rushed to the scene of a mass shooting to save lives.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 4:59 on Monday, April 24th. Let's go over and check in with Brandon on a chilly Monday morning.
Absolutely. A little frost out there this morning, so be aware of that. Frost advisory for some, freeze warning for others until 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, so just be aware of that. Temperatures still going down. Let's take a look across the region this morning on our 6-camera network, and you'll see there YMT, Buffalo Mountain, and downtown Hazard all quiet this morning. Somerset, London, Corbin, and Pikeville all quiet this morning as we head through the first part of your day. Temperatures on the chilly side. Looks like our cold spot this morning is Irvin at 30. I'd say they'll be in the 20s here before too long. And the warm spots this morning, and warm is a relative term, 39, Prestonsburg and Pikeville. Some of the warmer spots. So you're probably going to need a couple extra minutes this morning to get that frost off your windshield or to warm those cars up. So just give yourself some time for that, especially if you're getting up around now, just a little bit later. And for the rest of the forecast today, we're going to see a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures will top out only in the upper 50s, though, later this afternoon. So it's going to be a cool start to the day and a cool end to the day as well. Chas?
Thanks, Brandon. Well, repairing and rebuilding from July's flooding in Eastern Kentucky is a painful and slow-growing process. But support and resources remain available to those who need it. Letcher County Long-Term Recovery Group connects flood survivors with donated goods or volunteer labor to help them find permanent housing. Right now, the group is still seeking financial assistance for repair supplies.
Construction materials, specifically drywall, insulation is a big one, and fasteners, screws, nails, that type of thing are some of the biggest need.
Co-chair of the group, Jeffrey Justice, says his fear is some people repaired too quickly, rushed to fix their homes, and may have left materials dry out or not take the necessary footage of affected drywall. It's important to get work inspected to make sure it's done properly. Aiming to meet more than just the physical needs of flood survivors, Russo Fire Department in Breathitt County held a community church service during the weekend. The fire department partnered with a few church groups from North Carolina who have been helping the department serve the area since the flood first took place. Pastor Kevin Souther with Flint Hill Baptist Church says he will continue helping the department as long as God allows.
It just seems like God has made a way every time here. When we think, okay, maybe this is all we need to do, there's some more money will come in, or there's another donation of a camper, or something will come along and just keeps bringing us back. And there's a reason for that. I don't know what that reason is, and all I can do is just try to follow what God would have us to.
Some of the groups there at the service have helped to donate campers, RVs, and other items needed by flood survivors. Juliana Farmer, who was killed back on April 10th when a gunman opened fire at Old National Bank in Louisville, was laid to rest this past weekend. On Saturday, family and friends gathered to say their goodbyes. Funeral security says Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman and other state officials were in attendance. Farmer started her new job at Old National Bank just a couple of weeks prior to her death. Following the funeral on Saturday, a peace vigil was held to honor Farmer and the other shooting victims. Officer Nicholas Wilt is still in the hospital almost 2 weeks after being shot in the mass shooting at Old National Bank in Louisville, and the public support for him is still going strong. Wilt was one of the first people to respond to the shooting. Now he's the only victim still in the hospital, and on Sunday there was a fundraiser to make sure he and his family have everything they need. Jack's Wax held a car show on Fern Valley Road, and all the proceeds went straight to the Louisville Metro Police Foundation. While they don't know Wilt personally, they said they felt compelled to help.
This is the car community. This is what the car community does. We come together for things that we have to do, and this is one of those things.
There is a link to donate if you want to help Officer Wilt and his family on WYMT.com. The Kentucky Office of Highway Safety is highlighting ways to end distracted driving. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Federal data shows that distracted driving increases the chance of a deadly wreck by 12%. Transportation leaders say putting down the phone and focusing on the road not only protects you, but sets a good example for the next generation of drivers.
If you have middle schoolers or high schoolers, they're going to see your activity, what you're doing behind the wheel. If you're driving distracted, they're going to pick up that habit as well.
State data shows 744 people died in car crashes on Kentucky roads last year. Saturday marked the Drug Enforcement Administration's 24th National Prescription Take-Back Day. The day allows the DEA and partners to collect prescription drugs for safe disposal. The program helps rid homes of unneeded medications, whether they are old, unwanted, or expired. The disposals are anonymous, and the DEA says it helps prevent a common gateway to addiction. Take Back Day has removed more than 8.3 thousand tons of medication from circulation since its inception. The collection sites do not accept syringes or illicit drugs. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, certain states try to fight against the fentanyl crisis by making testing for the drug available in public spaces, including some you wouldn't expect.
And some chilly mornings will give way to some warmer afternoons the next couple of days, but the dry weather will not last for long. I'll track our next rain chances in about 3 minutes.